hope too.
No hope.
Brendan.
No hope. You know, St. Clair just have not found their groove yet. I'm not saying it's impossible. We've seen St. Clair pull Thrifties out of thin air.
To do so in flawless succession, though, I would say at this point, when we take in the fact that St. Clair is probably also having a little bit of the mental fatigue, the mental chalkness, I don't know. It would have to be one hell of a performance, but
4 ults, though.
4 ults, how many of them do you use? Do you save a couple? Do you go all out? Do you just need rounds to make sure that you confirm your buys? Every pick that comes through here for Tedward is a win in my book.
And look at this.
Even if you lose a round, you pick off 2 or 3, that's 2 or 3 people now with no money and no gun.
Oh, Jello, just come in. They're just going to use everything they have. Jello, yeah, use the blast pack to get out. Doesn't get traded.
That's big. But at the same time, there's so much more that needs to be done. St. Clair, what do you have in store?
Look, they're pinching. They're hitting all angles here. Oh, no, it's a
huge
disaster. They are
Nyx.
trapped like sardines.
They are. Like sardines in a can, and Tedward are the hungry otters that have found this open can out in open waters. And right now, St. Clair could be the beginning of the end, but Wombat with 2 huge picks. And for now, has enabled Varsiel to get this plant down on A side. Nyx gets the refrag.
Welcome to my world.
Alt gets put out.
They're using everything.
And St. Clair, they're throwing kitchen sink at Tedward, and you have to.
I'm surprised
You
Tedward's
wonder if
still
you
going
just
for this.
save the Omen ult, or whether you use it to just try to confirm the round. But no, you probably just want to save just use the Viper Pit and don't waste anything else. Jello with 1.
Yeah, he's gonna is he gonna walk out? I think he's gonna go for more eco damage.
Yeah, you know what? Finding a pick on Banson there, despite Varsiel being able to get the final one, that pick is everything because, again, you're
no
just
economy.
leaving more St. Clair players with no economy. So St. Clair now, they use what? I want to say
3 ults.
3 ults there?
3 ults, I think.
And they come away with 2 guns.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth it. And if anything, despite them winning the round, it's also kind of a loss at the same time without being out of the tournament.
They're kind of writing their will right now, honestly. With
Yeah.
That, you know, it'd be like, yeah, we got the round, but like it's kind of to the point where it's.
Who would Jello and Sushi give their will to? Probably me. I'm a good friend of Jordan's. I'm assuming, you know what? I'll take that. I'll run with it. But either way,
we'll run with that. All right.
I bet you I'd get. I bet you I'd get Varsiel's will. I bet you I'd get Varsiel's will as well. But for right now, first St. Clair need to die in order for that to happen, and they're not dead just yet. But at the same time, Tedward
up on the race here. Look at that race.
I was gonna say they're getting close.
Whole line there. He is.
Look at how
he's trapped. Benson's trapped, and he doesn't know about it.
Benson is in a horrible position right now, and if anyone tries to help him,
oh no, Wombat!
Wombat
no,
is going to wait in open arms and find the start of the end for St. Clair, holding that long angle with the op. Wombat.
And the calls just go
had
fast C
no idea. Fast C can be the call, and the fade ult goes down, but immediately this is known. You got to think the Viper can hit the revolving door. Omen teleports out. Will this be St. Clair's final hoorah? Jello.
They have to get aggressive here. They have to take something.
With the
type
spike
waterfall
plant,
or
they
CT.
need to try to take control. As you said, the smoke goes down, and that is a little bit of a weird one. The picks come through, and this is definitely not looking good for St. Clair. Waterfall goes down, and immediately this will be all she wrote. The showstopper finishes it off, and Tedward are your No Man's Land champions.
What a fantastic showing out of both teams, but Tedward Gaming showing the resilience, showing the skill, and the knowledge to pull themselves ahead over St. Clair.
Yeah, you know what, I mean, we could break down the series for about an hour if we wanted to yap or so. This one was amazing to watch, a real good barn burner all the way through. Tedward definitely pulled away at the final lap there, at the final stretch, but At the same time, hats off to St. Clair ACAD. They definitely gave us one to remember.
Absolutely there. You know, fantastic 3 maps, you know, overtime in the first map that could have gone any way. St. Clair then showing their resilience and their mental fortitude and coming back in the second map and winning that. And then the third map, it kind of gone either way. St. Clair had some good momentum at the beginning and kind of drained off since it's probably getting a little late for everyone here as well.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is getting a little bit late for us, but at the same time, you've got to
The knife round.
All the knife round
Oh.
is my favorite round that we saw here tonight, and I will say, Tedward, well, they made good use of it. Did you see again? I just want to poke back at this. Like, look at the analysis I'm gonna give here, right? The fade track, right? There's no way that Tedward sees that St. Clair player before the fade track goes down. There's just no shot. We're playing with our eyes closed. Like, look at this. Look at this. Jello is invisible right now to Sev, and that's why Sev couldn't kill him. But eventually, the comms go out, and High Rise was able to find him. And well, Benson, well, you tried.
He
Good
tried.
stuff.
He tried. You know, 1v3, not much you can do.
No, actually talking about some real stuff now, though. I feel like Tedward, they were able to weather the storm that was starting to become a Jello masterclass. He really did, Jordan really did give it his all, but at the same time, again, everything must pass at some point, and well, Jello's luck certainly did. St. Clair,
This Bulldog
they
Tuesday
had
is
something
insane.
going. Sushi had some insane plays. Benson with some crazy lurks. But at the end of the day, there's one play that I know we're going to be talking about, and I know we're going to see it later on, and that is that Sev fake teleport on A main. That was absolutely ridiculous. You can't make it up. It's the best play of the tournament by far. The second we saw that, we both knew, Brendan, that this
I
one
was like,
was
that's it.
all but
That's the
over.
game. Like, because not only like having important players making important and very like important plays during the most important times, like that is a fantastic play to do. And the fact that he had the knowledge to do that, like it's like that's a plan. I wouldn't say a plan. Maybe it's just you know, like just came off a feeling. And the fact that he was able to just did it. He just did it. He just wanted to do that. I can't believe that happened. Like usually a lot of players would just take the safer option and play the percentage, but that was just fantastic and also a backbreaker for St. Clair.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was most definitely the backbreaker. I just want to talk quick little MVPs real quick. If you had to really show it as we see the map stats, we will see who the MVP of the game was, at least. And it's actually going to be Coma, someone who we didn't actually really talk about a whole lot of, but looking at the stats and going through the highlights, yeah, was definitely the most prolific force on Tedward when the going got tough. Sev definitely being the most clutch in my opinion. And I really do feel bad. Jello really did give it his all, but at the end of the day, it's a team game. He's not like the solo carry. There are other people who enabled him to do that good, and at the same time, there's more that Jello could have done for everybody else as well. It's always back and forth. The team as a whole, you win as a team, you lose as a team. Tedward, tip your cap to them. They look so good in this series, even being able to contest Fracture quite well, despite it being a map that I could tell they were kind of a little bit awkward on. So hats off to them. You really have to.
Absolutely, a fantastic series all the way through. Entertaining, big plays, big moments, big kills, and a big tournament win.
Absolutely. I mean, where do you kind of go from here, right? I mean, Tedward, they look so nice there in No Man's Land, honestly. Got a pub stacking now, guys. It's got to be the rank grind. No, I'm just kidding. For St. Clair, what is next for their ACAD roster is they play in CCL tomorrow in their 3rd to 4th place finishing match. And yeah, they have a little bit of an early night, at least to go home, rest up, get some sleep, and come back better. But if they're going to show us shades of what we just saw here, I have no doubts in my mind that they will be throwing on another banger series tomorrow.
Absolutely, you know, take as much sleep as you can. You know, get as much as you can. You know, it's gonna weigh on you. You know,
Maybe
getting second
Benson
place.
can get more hours than the past 48 that he's gone in one
certainly
night.
hope so.
You hope so.
You
The
know
man's
what?
IGLing, please save him.
Please give him at least 6 hours tonight. And
Take a
Right.
shot of NyQuil, call it a night. You need some deep sleep, sir, but he's definitely done more than enough, as we have an interview with our MVP of that last game, Coma. Coma, happy to have you here. You
I'm happy to be
guys
here. Happy to be here.
were absolutely nothing short of incredible on that last game, throughout the entire series as well. So many clutch plays. You were so consistent. But I know you're not the one who made this play. We have to talk about it. Talk about the Sev fake teleport
Oh
on
my
A.
God,
that
the
was
Sev
so
fake teleport.
that was so dirty. That was so dirty.
nice. Bro, when that was happening, he killed the lurk on the Viper, and he was like, he ulted. He's like, should I cancel? Should I cancel? I don't want to tell him to cancel because I'd feel so bad if I made him sell the round, and he did it. And I was so happy he did it because it ended up with a really nice clip.
It was so
So
amazing.
it wasn't his idea. He was actually asking for his team
He was
mid-play.
curious. He was curious. But he decided
No
to, he stuck to
way.
it. He had the big balls, you know? I
Yeah, well,
respect
you know
it.
what?
I
At that
respect it. I
point,
respect it.
at that point, yeah, no, it's very much deserved.
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
I agree.
you guys were on a barn burner throughout all of Haven. That was so back and forth. When it came to overtime, right? We saw that the same mistakes that St. Clair were letting slip by in the early rounds started to seep through, especially when it came to creating gaps that were very wide on C that enabled you guys to really take space there.
Yeah.
Was that something you guys noticed and immediately exploited, or were there other things that led to those decisions?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We always seen like their C side was open, so we try and walk through, take space. I'd always try and get inserted into cubby and then listen for noise on defense. And even on offense, we realized like it's usually a solo cipher. So we throw a flashback site with a bunch of util, get me in there, and I do my stuff. But, yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? I really do have to comment on this as well, because there were times where St. Clair, when they win rounds, they win in bunches. And it could be said the same to you guys. But when you're down in round counter, you think that their momentum is climbing. Take me through like any timeouts that you guys took, any team talks. What was the mental like to kind of get you guys back and reset?
Half the team talks were just jokes, I'm not going to lie. We were just like fucking around. Oh, sorry, can I swear? Oh, my
No.
bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everyone gets one. Everyone
okay,
gets
it's okay,
one.
it's okay,
Everyone
it's
gets
okay.
one.
I think like half the time, like when we're having our timeouts or stuff, we're talking about their mistakes, sure, but like most of the time it's just like making the jokes, keeping the team morale up, because that's what like carries you through those like low round differentials, And round by round you get them, and you take the W.
Absolutely. Well, congrats on being No Man's Land 2025 champions. We hope that you guys return to future lands, because you guys were absolutely amazing. Brendan, do you have any final words, or we get to wrap this one up?
All I'm going to say, like, how was the energy throughout the series? Because, it's getting late now. You guys have been playing all day.
Right, the mental fatigue.
The mental
Okay.
fatigue. How do you guys were able
Are
to
we like
rebound?
crushing monsters mid-series, or
Yeah,
like
I
what's
gotta-
going
like,
on?
What's the receipt? What's the receipt
I'll
look
give you
like?
guys the secret, okay?
Yeah.
So
Alright.
when we finish this LAN, we said if we win, we're gonna play this game. It's called Burial Kart, okay? I'm gonna
Okay.
explain to you how you play this game called Burial Kart. So you grab a cup, you fill
Yeah.
it with a drink,
Uh-huh.
you down your cup, and then you could start your Mario Kart run. Until then, the AI just start going.
You know what? No, that's
So
that's good.
we won, and now we're gonna play a bunch of Burial Kart, and it's gonna be a good night,
yeah. You know what?
Take it
Honestly,
You guys deserve it.
I would say right now, include our producer. He's in the back room right now. Owen, get him, include him in that. He would actually go
Yeah.
insane. So, please, he's saying he would torch you guys right now. Now you
Oh,
have
shit,
to include
oh,
him.
shit.
Yeah, now it's actually on site.
My bad,
So,
my bad.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
you guys
no
have
one's
you
watching.
guys
No
have
one's
options,
watching now.
so
We're good.
Yeah, you
Cool,
definitely
cool.
got to include him there. So reach him after we're done here. But thank you so much, Coma, for
Appreciate
your
your
time.
time.
You guys very much deservingly of the win. Big ups, Tedward. That's all we have to say, and thank you for this interview.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
You too. And that's going to do it for us, at least here for Valorant on No Man's Land. Actually, I'm getting word right now that that's actually just going to be done for tonight. So Marvel Rivals, they were able to play off stream, so that tournament is finished. And while that's wraps for me and you, Commodus, it's been a great night, so fun. I've had a blast casting here tonight with you.
It's been good. It's been great.
It has. It's been
been
a
great.
great return. Definitely feeling like you're doing a lot better here than how you were on that Cypher when your own team.
Anything's better than that.
Yeah.
Anything's better than that.
Is what it is. Well, you know what, guys? It's been a blast. Thank you so much to all the teams who showed up and played today. Thank you so much to the back room, all of the staff that showed up here. Flash those badges. They look hard as hell. And honestly, thank you to all the viewers watching as well. You guys are what makes this so fun. And everyone, thank you to our sponsors. We have Alienware, Tim Hortons, Subway, the SRC, and the SCC alumni, and the Esports Club as well. And tune in tomorrow when we have CCL tomorrow on this stream for Saints ACAD. It's been me, or sorry, last announcement. I'm just getting it in my ear. Hold on.
Oh, we're getting radio in.
The Summoning is returning. How could I not forget? Save the date, July 26th, 2025, hosted by St. Clair College here at your very own Nexus, featuring trading card games, esports, collectibles, and more. There will be more info coming soon. Stay posted by following the Twitter at Saints Gaming CA on Twitter. That would be where you would get the most news the earliest, as well as our Instagram. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been me, Patrick Smoke Chambers, and
Brendan Commodus Matthews.
and we will see you hopefully next year at another No Man's Land in your future.
down A.